Every civilization claims to value truth. Every empire says it stands for order, justice, and stability. Yet across history, the same pattern repeats. Those who question authority are silenced. Those who challenge the story are punished. Those who dissent are labeled dangerous. Not because they are violent, not because they are wrong, but because they threaten something far more fragile: power itself. From ancient Athens to imperial Rome, from medieval kingdoms to modern states, dissent has always triggered fear at the highest levels of society. Why? Why do civilizations that pride themselves on strength react so aggressively to a single questioning voice? And why does dissent, mere disagreement, so often feel like an existential threat to those in charge? Tonight, we explore the uncomfortable truth leaders fear most. Athens, the city that killed a question. Athens is remembered as the birthplace of democracy, a city of debate, of reason, of free thought, and yet, it executed one of its greatest thinkers, Socrates. His crime was not rebellion. He did not lead an army. He did not call for overthrow. He asked questions. He asked young Athenians what justice meant, what virtue was, what wisdom actually looked like. And in doing so, he exposed something deeply unsettling. The leaders did not know. Socrates revealed that beneath Athens' proud self-image lay uncertainty, contradiction, and fear. He destabilized the illusion of competence. So Athens did what civilizations often do when faced with dissent. It eliminated the mirror. Socrates was charged with corrupting the youth and disrespecting the gods, accusations that masked a deeper anxiety. If people began questioning authority, the entire structure might crack. Athens chose order over truth, and in doing so, revealed the paradox at the heart of civilization. Rome, dissent as treason. Rome perfected power. Its roads, armies, laws, and bureaucracy held together a vast empire for centuries. But Rome had one unbreakable rule: do not challenge the narrative. Political dissent was not debate, it was betrayal. When the Gracchi brothers proposed land reforms to address inequality, they were murdered by elites. When senators challenged emperors, they vanished. When philosophers questioned Roman values, they were exiled, or worse. Rome understood something crucial. An empire does not fall when enemies attack from outside. It falls when people stop believing from within. Dissent did not just question policies, it questioned legitimacy. And legitimacy is the true currency of power. Once lost, it cannot be enforced by force alone. Religion, orthodoxy, and the fear of heresy. As empires fused with religion, dissent became even more dangerous. To disagree was no longer merely political. It was moral. Heresy threatened not just rulers, but cosmic order itself. Medieval Europe burned heretics not because they were powerful, but because they disrupted certainty. They challenged the story that held society together. If the story breaks, obedience weakens. If obedience weakens, authority collapses. So dissent became sin. The Inquisition was not about truth, it was about control. The same pattern appeared across civilizations, from China's imperial orthodoxy to Islamic caliphate's policing doctrine. Different cultures, same fear. Why dissent feels so dangerous? At its core, dissent does one thing exceptionally well. It reveals contingency. It shows that things could be different, that laws are human-made, that traditions evolved, that authority is not eternal. For leaders, this is terrifying, because once people realize systems are constructed, they can be reconstructed. Dissent does not destroy civilizations directly. It dissolves the spell, the psychological fear. Behind suppression, power reshapes the human mind. Leaders surrounded by affirmation begin to equate themselves with the system. Criticism feels personal. Disagreement feels like attack. Neuroscience shows that threats to identity activate the same fear centers as physical danger. For rulers, dissent triggers survival instincts. They respond not rationally, but reflexively, suppress, control, silence. Not because dissent is wrong, but because uncertainty feels unbearable. Modern states, same ancient fear. We like to believe modern societies have outgrown this impulse, but history did not disappear. It evolved. Whistleblowers are punished. Journalists are discredited. Protesters are labeled destabilizing. The language changes. The fear does not. Even democratic societies struggle with dissent when it challenges foundational myths. Freedom of speech is celebrated until speech becomes inconvenient. Then the ancient instinct returns. Protect the story. Preserve the order. Silence the disruption. What are leaders really afraid of? So what terrifies leaders more than dissent itself? The answer is simple and unsettling. They fear losing control over meaning. Because power is not enforced by weapons alone. It is sustained by belief. When people believe authority is natural, inevitable, or righteous, power flows effortlessly. When belief fades, power must rely on force, and force is expensive, fragile, unsustainable. Dissent threatens belief, and belief is everything. Is dissent dangerous or essential? History offers a paradox. Civilizations that suppress dissent become rigid. Rigid systems break. Civilizations that tolerate dissent adapt. Adaptation allows survival. Rome fell in part because it silenced reformers too long. Athens stagnated after silencing philosophers. Societies that fear dissent may preserve order temporarily, but sacrifice long-term resilience. So the real danger may not be dissent itself, but the refusal to listen, the cost of silence. Every civilization reaches a moment where it must choose, truth or comfort, dialogue or domination, growth or control. Suppressing dissent buys time, but at a cost. Ideas do not disappear when silenced. They go underground. They return later, often violently. History shows that suppressed questions eventually demand answers. And when they do, they rarely ask politely. What this means for us. This story is not just about empires and leaders. It is about us. Every society is held together by shared assumptions. Every group fears questions that challenge its identity. Every individual resists truths that unsettle comfort. Dissent begins small, a question, a doubt, a quiet refusal to accept easy answers. Civilizations fear dissent because dissent reminds us of something deeply human, that certainty is fragile, that power is temporary, that truth cannot be owned. The one truth leaders fear most. The ultimate fear behind suppressing dissent is this: authority is not eternal. It exists only as long as people believe in it. Dissent exposes that truth, and once seen, it cannot be unseen. That is why civilizations fear dissent. Not because it destroys societies, but because it reveals who we really are. Join us on a journey through the ages, where every question becomes an opportunity to discover. Subscribe Timeless Questions channel now, and start exploring life's greatest questions with us.